It's not a conspiracy. It's not an individual. It's not an individual financial firm, for example. It's a system. It's a system of beliefs and a system of incentives that caused a lot of trouble before and now remains in place. And I would say it's an ideology. It's a set of really people in Washington, and I live in Washington. I interact with them every day. I argue this out. We have the blog where this goes on all the time. And the book is just really meant to reinforce and push these points further. But these people, these very, very powerful people, believe that finance is good, unregulated finance is better, and huge financial firms, essentially unfettered in what they do around the world, are the best. This is wrong. This is incorrect. I'm not a radical of left or right. I'm a centrist. I'm a IMF technocrat, if you like. I'm a professor. And we're bringing a lot of people with us on this point. We have a lot of blurbs in the book from people across the political spectrum. The structure we have right now is wrong. It is dangerous. It must be stopped. There is no value to the banks of their current size. If there is no evidence, and we go through this in the book, and we've debated this with all the leading people on the other side, there is no evidence that banks over $100 billion in scale confer benefits on society. Now, we're looking at banks that are 2 trillion, 2.5 trillion was the case of Citigroup before the crisis. There's nothing in that for society. Of course, there's bigger bonuses for the guys who work there and the guys who run it, but all society is getting is this big downside risk of these massive crises. Push them back to a couple $100 billion. That's our point. And then you get plenty of benefits from the scale and less danger. There's no conspiracy. Conspiracies, honestly, will be relatively easy to root out and expose and fight against. This is not a conspiracy. This is a system of beliefs. This is the way people think. This is what they have come to convince themselves of because Wall Street did so well, because it made so much money, became very prestigious, and a lot of people drank the Kool-Aid, if you like. A lot of people just believe this is the way it's got to be. And that's what we're fighting against. This book is a counter on the ideological, on the belief system. And you know, we have the evidence, we have the facts, we have a lot of people on our side. Oh, they've made it more likely. I mean, that's the point of keeping the bankers in place and keeping their entire incentives in place. Look, they weren't even embarrassed by what happened. Okay, maybe there was 20 minutes that it was a little bit awkward, but that's it. And these people, I can assure you, have no remorse. And as far as they're concerned, it was a great trade. They made a lot of money. Okay, that's what they care about, the bottom line. They did well out of this. Now, make no mistake, they'll do it again.